real quick. You both stop real quick. Double check the steering wheel. Roll.
Gentlemen, start your engines!
Nice and smooth. Let's get it all done all day long. Got a good feeling about today, guys.
Donnie Kite's gonna get through it all and score his first career win in the Saturday Night Racing League Cup Series. What a finish!
It's too little, too late from behind, and Sebastian Marin, your first repeat top split winner of the qualifying series.
He knew it was just a matter of time. Hunter Sr. is victorious.
Josh Adams taking the win at Iowa.
Juicy Spider Motorsports takes home the 1-2-3 finish.
This isn't just another sim race, this isn't just another online league, and this isn't just another trophy on a shelf. This is the Charity Cup Series.
Drivers choose the charity. Talent chooses the winner. The culture is strong, but the competition is stronger. Most events focus on just one cause, not here. Each driver selects a charity to race for, leaving dozens of causes in contention as drivers fight for a place in the top 5.
Think you've got what it takes to join the Charity Cup Series? Find a cause you believe in and buckle up. This is more than your everyday sim racing experience. This is the Charity Cup Series.
Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Fearless Broadcasting. My name's Pat Wilkins, and up in the booth, flying solo once again here with the Wild West Racing League here at Texas with their Next Gen Cup Series. First race of the doubleheader tonight between the Wild West Racing League and Dutch's Dirty Dozen Racing League, which will start hopefully immediately after this one. We're just going into qualifying now. We have updated the starting times for the Wild West and for the Dirty Dozen. Hopefully everything time-wise works out. Everybody gets their broadcasts that they are looking for. Hopefully now that I've made some slight adjustments that we can have a good live stream out here tonight as well. You watch Dakota Henderson in the number 5. Currently in 5th place overall. Hopefully everything looking good on the stream as well, as I've made some minor adjustments to OBS as well. Everything looking pretty good for the time being. Hopefully everything's coming across nicely on your screens at home as well. We see David Justin in the 11 pulling down to a stop on the backstretch here at Texas. I'm just confirming myself now. The stream is looking fine and dandy. So far, the last 5 who've not yet set a time are Gene Watkinson, Jacob Shoffett, Bradley Bartley, Mike Lovelace, and Brandon McKee. Currently up in the front is Trey Smith in the 3, Krishan Elliott, Scott Rush in 3rd, Tanner Ensign in 4th, Dakota Henderson in 5th, James Napier in 6th, David Justin in 7th, Wayne Isbell in 8th, and Jerome Cooper in 9th. Time slowly ticking down here as we wait out the end of qualifying. Checkered flag is out for the end of qualifying now, excuse me. Hopefully, once again, all of our logos and things are working nicely, as you can all see. Very happy with how they turned out. We get ready to go green flag here at Texas. 75 laps into the night. Second race of the first round of the playoffs. Let me get the points standings up on my other screen. Excuse me. Currently leading the way in terms of points is Trey Smith, followed by Krishan Elliott, Dakota Henderson in 3rd in terms of points, David Justin in 4th, Mike Presley, who is not here tonight, in 5th, and Scott Rush in 6th for the playoffs. Your top 8 for the playoffs, excuse me. Krishan Elliott, Scott Rush, Dakota Henderson, Trey Smith, David Justin, Mike Presley, Tanner Ensign, and Gene Watkinson. We have forgive me, folks, I'm refreshing myself. Next week is the round 1 elimination at Nashville Speedway. Once again, same time here at Fearless Broadcasting. We are underway with the gridding of the race, getting ready to go green flag this time by. Pace car's lights are off. Trey Smith in the 3. Krishan Elliott, Tanner Ensign, Scott Rush, Dakota Henderson, James Napier, Mike Lovelace, David Justin, Jerome Cooper, Jacob Shoffett, Bradley Bartley, Gene Watkinson, all out on the track. Wayne Isbell still down pit road. Me, Pat Wilkinson, in the number 82, up in the booth with all of you once again. And Brandon McKee in the 31, not starting the race either by the looks of it, down in 15th. Pace car's lights are off, going to be going green flag, this time by, here with the Wild West Racing League in the second race in the first round of eliminations for the playoffs. 7 of your 8 drivers in the playoffs are on the field tonight. Mike Presley is currently away on vacation. Green flag is out here at Texas Motor Speedway. Trey Smith with a slightly slow start, trying to keep everything clean here. Texas being one of the quad oval setups, of course. This is, of course, also the new version of the Texas Motor Speedway, just a little bit different. Narrower backstretch compared to Charlotte. Wider corners as well. Trey Smith having a great launch on the first lap here. Scott Rush up to second. Couple cars hitting the outside wall through the quad ovals. They come through turns 1 and 2 once again, still on board with Trey Smith. Scott Rush in second, Dakota Henderson up to third now, Tanner Ensign down in fourth, James Napier in fifth, Rashawn Elliott having lost 6 positions on the start, Brandon McKee jumping to pit road, Wayne Isbell down a lap already. Okay, we should be back. Hopefully this is better. Lap 22 of 75 here with the Wild West Racing League. I went back to the simple mode on OBS, so hopefully we're back to normal. Okay, so we are back to normal at least, but the quality is going to suffer in terms of video quality. Alright, well, unfortunately, folks, turns out that is going to come across nice and grainy for all of you at home. Just about a third of the way through tonight's race here with the Wild West Racing League, brought to you by Raiders Wasteland. The Wild West Racing League as a whole. The Stanford Whit Foundation, Redline Radio being the primary sponsor of the Next Gen Cup Series here with the Wild West, and the Stanford Whit Foundation. Raiders Wasteland is the premier DayZ experience on Xbox, veteran owned and operated. Raiders Wasteland offers something for every gamer looking to survive the zombie apocalypse. Weekly events for PvE and PvP players, and different maps for all to enjoy. Join the Discord today at Raider PvE. RAIDER-PVE. Forgive me for the extended silences there, folks. I was working with the owner of Fearless Broadcasting, Ethan Farless, trying to get our stream actually up and running and not just a stop-motion picture. And of no fault of anybody, but I was trying to improve the stream resolution on all of your ends on YouTube due to a recommendation from a few nights ago in a hopeful attempt to make the experience for the viewer better for all of you to enjoy. Caution comes out, James Napier off track. Oh, big spin through the quad oval. Not sure if he got tagged by somebody. Let's jump back just that little bit further. Nope. Pummeled the wall off of turn 4. Almost saved it, admittedly. And goes mowing the grass. Rashawn Elliott still leading the way, so we'll jump down while we're under caution to all of the other drivers in the league, or at least in the race tonight. Apologies for the stream issues once again, folks. Not sure why we continue having such big problems. Amazingly, last night went pretty okay. Yeah, now see, I'm looking at my OBS as well, and before we were at almost 55% CPU, and now we're down to about 3. So, maybe we gotta work on some settings later in the week as we start to see some cars go down pit road. Krishan Elliott, David Justin, Dakota Henderson, Jacob Shoffett, James Napier are on board with now, down pit road. Cars staying out are Tanner Ensign, Scott Rush, Mike Lovelace, and Wayne Isbell. Trey Smith down 2 laps. Not sure if he's going to stay out. Looks like he's going to, and he's going to get 1 lap back. Again, folks, I apologize for the stop motion pictures. That's, of course, not what you tune in to enjoy. Of course, I could probably change some things in iRacing to hopefully improve. That'd be more for frame rate than it would be for image quality. Well, things I'll think about tomorrow. Of course, Formula 1 starting up tonight at around midnight. So I'm excited for that. A lot of good racing out there today. IndyCar Xfinity doubleheader today, as of Saturday, March 7th, 2026. I like, personally, the concept of the IndyCar schedule going in line with the NASCAR schedule in some cases. In my opinion, I think a great way to do IndyCar and NASCAR together to get them both some great viewership would be to, of course, have IndyCar at Phoenix like they were today, but bring NASCAR over to Long Beach. I mean, sure, the last thing NASCAR really needs is more road racing, but, you know, a couple road courses and a couple changes to both calendars could be a really good idea, like a doubleheader at Watkins Glen. Doubleheader at Watkins Glen, put some lights into the Xfinity cars, or make it a nice multi-class event and just have absolute chaos, because that'd be fun too. Pace car getting ready to go off. Tanner Ensign in the 44 on the point. It is on the green, not on the restart. Tanner Ensign, Scott Rush side by side. Tanner Ensign on the outside. Green flag is out. Everybody's rolling. 32 laps completed, this time by of 75. We are just under halfway. Or just about halfway, because I can't do math. 37 and a half, I believe, will be officially halfway. This rate, we should be on time for the doubleheader. 3 wide for just a moment through turns 3 and 4. We get really back settled in, and I apologize that this has not been the most interactive stream tonight, so I want to take that one on the chin and apologize. Of course, working through tech problems I don't know about because I don't have the YouTube stream pulled up because I'm not trying to, you know, completely overrun my computer. 44 under pressure from the 91. Big shunt from the 91 or a big wiggle from the 44 of Tanner Ensign, who we're on board with now, trying to keep that momentum up. Krishan Elliott up in second, under pressure from David Justin in third. Everybody's pretty confident and close together here. Top 5 are all within half a second of each other. Scott Rush in 6th is only about 0.2 behind them. Trey Smith still not out of it either, down a lap currently, but there's still plenty of time for that to change as they come through turns 3 and 4. 91 of Krishan Elliott back up to the lead here at Texas Motor Speedway. This is the Wild West Racing League, brought to you by Fearless Broadcasting. Redline Radio being the premier sponsor of the Next Gen Cup Series here at Texas tonight. 91 Bark Box machine of Kershawn Elliott starting to pull away once again. He's already 0.6 of a second up on the 44 of Tanner Ensign, starting to run away with it. 36 of 75 completed this time by 29.202, 180 mile an hour lap, throwing together some absolute monster laps out here. We start to see some pressure being put on behind him. Jump over to Tanner Ensign, who's getting passed by the 11 of David Justin now. David Justin starting to try and run away with it as he hits the wall off of turn 4 through the quad oval. Levin's starting to pull away a bit. He's better part of 2 cars up, 3 cars up on the 44. The 5 of Dakota Henderson behind them, trying to catch up now. Over halfway through this race here at Texas, Kershawn Elliott proving a point out here that he is very damn fast. Tanner Ensign slowing down a little bit more to the 5 car behind him. The General Free, as I'm affectionately calling it, of Dakota Henderson, looking up the inside. 44 concedes the position, running through the middle of turns 3 and 4. Side by side off of 4. The 5 of Dakota Henderson not backing down. Still side by side. 44 backs out of it after a late decision. Back down to 4th place. Scott Rush, little ways back now. He's better part of 5 or 6 cars behind and falling, with James Napier and Mike Loveless behind him, 2 of the fastest drivers in the league. Kershawn Elliott trying to run away with it at the moment as we jump down to Mike Loveless in the 68 once again. 40 laps completed this time by of 75. We have 35 laps to go. 68 on the 88, right up the inside, and goes straight on by. 68 and the 88 of Mike Loveless and James Napier playing a little bit of leapfrog with each other. Trey Smith just behind them, still a lap down. Time is running out for a lot of these guys. Got to be real careful with how they go forward in this race. Don't want to bring out another caution. But at the same time, that is all Trey Smith is hoping for. He can get his lap back. Jerome Cooper, Gene Watkinson, and Bradley Bartley all out of the race. Brandon McKee having not started, and me, Pat Wilkinson, up in the booth. Jumping back up to your race leader now as Trey Smith makes the move on James Napier, trying to get some speed going once again. Oop, I clicked the wrong one, my apologies. 91 of Kershawn Elliott pulling away. He's almost a full second ahead of David Justin. Dakota Henderson almost 2 seconds behind now. Tanner Ensign another second behind him. Scott Rush down in 5th, almost 4 seconds back. Mike Loveless almost 5.5. 91 of Kershawn Elliott just running away with it out here tonight at Texas as the sun continues to set over the Lone Star State. Despite the remodel of Texas Motor Speedway, this is an incredibly fun track to race at. Not one of my personal favorites by any means. I, as a matter of fact, find this to be one of my worst moderate-sized tracks out there. Charlotte, because of it being a little bit wider, does tend to help with overall racecraft, so you have a little bit more room to work with, a little bit better timing, overall positioning that you can make yourself work with. Texas being a little bit different, wider corners, not as much banking, and then the narrower front and back stretch tend to be just that little bit trickier because of the momentum you have, especially into 1 and 3, you got to really work these cars down into the bottom of the corner or onto your line that you're hoping that will hopefully stick. And if you're off by a little bit, you got to brush the brakes, you got to put the gas on, you have to put just enough to get the front tires down and enough brake to get them to grip up at the same time. So, in a bit of a sense, it's you need to put the throttle down to lift the nose of the car up. And at the same time, you need to be on the brake just a hair to get the car slowed down. Be on the brakes to get the car slowed down, excuse me. Wayne Isbell off and back on the racetrack. Working the brake and the throttle at the same time to keep the nose lifted, but also keep your steering working, your tires on the ground, and your brake force where you need it. Of course, not a whole lot of adjustment that you can really do. Of course, the fact of you can, set your brake bias super far forward or super to the rear. This is more technical, and it's better to learn how to do these things than just make adjustments that work for you. Coming down just over 35 laps to go. 25 laps to go, excuse me. I can't count. Forgive me, folks. Wild West Racing League is brought to you in part by, of course, the Wild West Racing Association here on Discord, the WIO Outlaw Custom Diecast, the Stand for Wit Foundation, Redline Radio, the premier sponsor of the Next Gen Cup Series, and Raiders Wasteland. Raiders Wasteland is the premier DayZ experience on Xbox, veteran-owned and operated. Raiders Wasteland offers something for every gamer looking to survive the zombie apocalypse. Weekly events for PvE and PvP players, and different maps for all to enjoy. Join the Discord today at Raider PvE, RAIDER PvE. 25 laps to go here in the Lone Star State at Texas Motor Speedway. Kershawn Elliott still leading the way. Scott Rush and Tanner Ensign both down pit road. Mike Loveless up to 4th. James Napier in 5th now. Oop, that's not who I wanted to click. Trey Smith trying to gain some more positions here. Catch up to Scott Rush and Tanner Ensign as they're both down pit road. Try not to go any further down unless he absolutely has to, after the early wreck, which cost him so much time here and having to get towed back to pit road. He is officially past Scott Rush and Tanner Ensign. Still got some good work to do to get back on the lead lap. 24 laps to go. Jump up to Wayne Isbell in the 6th now, off of pit road. Oh, I don't think he was down pit road. My apologies. I got too many things to remember. Wayne Isbell running up in 6th. Just past the start-finish line now. 23 laps to go. Time whittling away here for a lot of drivers. Most of the field still has one more pit stop. Kershawn Elliott, your race leader, down pit road. Dakota Henderson follows suit. Will Mike Loveless join them? Mike Loveless joining them down pit road. Wade Isbell will be your race leader at the line. 21 laps to go. Big hit against the wall. Through the grass a little bit there. Manages to keep it straight. 88 of James Napier starting to catch up quick though. Needs to be wary of that and also needs to be wary of his fuel and tires. car alongside trying to make the move by him. Getting his lap back is the 11 of David Justin. He's up to 5th. Dakota Henderson and Mike Lovelace. Trey Smith as well, down pit road. Jacob Shoffett up to 2nd. 88 of James Napier starting to slow down a little bit here. Not sure what's going on with the 88. Maybe he's having some problems or he's starting to run out of gas. Stays on the racetrack at the moment. Not sure if he's going to come down pit road soon. But these guys are running out of fuel and tire, as I do not believe they have hit since the last caution, like everybody else. Wayne Isbell in the 6 is still leading the way. Jacob Shoffett up to 2nd. James Napier in 3rd. Krishawn Elliott in 4th. He's all the way back at the start-finish line, coming through turns 1 and 2 now. David Justin down in 5th. He's just going through turns 1 and 2 himself. Tanner Ensign just entering 1 and 2 on the exit of 2 now, excuse me. He is in between the battle for 2nd place at the moment. Scott Rush a little further back, also in between. Trey Smith down another lap with Dakota Henderson right on his heels for 8th place at the moment. Mike Lovelace just coming through turns 3 and 4 now. Jerome Cooper, Gene Watkinson, and Bradley Bartley all out of the race. Wayne Isbell still trying to pull away. 44 Tanner Ensign clears the 00. Alongside with the 04, also clearing. Jacob Shoffett in 2nd place. 17 laps to go here at Texas Motor Speedway. This is Fearless Broadcasting, brought to you in part by the Fearless Racing Network. Rock Bottom Racing, by me personally. Huffy's Swag Shop, owner and operated by Jacob Shoffett in the 00 out there tonight. Goose's Rattle Can Shop, and the Fearless Setup Shop. Laps slowly ticking away here tonight. We start to see our leaders slowing down just a little bit. Not sure if they're deciding that it's time to come down pit road. Tanner Ensign and Scott Rush both getting their laps back. 6 car coming down pit road this time. Jacob Shoffett is now your race leader. Not sure how much farther he's going to go. 15 laps to go here at Texas. Slowly and still trying to get through the end of this race here with the Wild West Racing League. Not sure why, but I just got very tired all of a sudden. I apologize. Jacob Shoffett still leading the way now after the pit of Wayne Isbell. James Napier starting to close in just a little bit. Shoffett doesn't have too much farther to go. The question is, will he have enough to make it with what he has left? Krishawn Elliott up to 2nd now as James Napier goes down pit road. 00 starting to lose some time here on more lap traffic, excuse me. Trey Smith, Dakota Henderson going on by. They're still both 1 lap down. Not sure if they're going to have enough time unless they have a Hail Mary caution in the late stages of this race. 00 really starting to lose some steam here. Not sure if he's going to come down pit road soon. He's really just trying to play the long game. 11 laps to go. Krishan Elliott, 0.7 and gaining a lot. David Justin in third, 15 seconds behind and gaining. Tanner Ensign, 21, almost 22 behind and gaining as well. Scott Rush, 23 or 22 and a half. 00 trying to hold on to what he has for the moment. Race leader Jacob Schoffett trying to keep his lead going. Oh, I misread that. Krishan Elliott is almost 10 seconds behind. He's 7.7 now and gaining. Excuse me. Trying to read the numbers. They're awful small. Once again, folks, I want to apologize for the stop motion picture we had going on before. Glad that we got everything fixed. Excuse me. For the remainder of the race, at least. Not entirely sure why we keep having such problems, but trying to improve the best quality of the streams that we can for all of you at home. And, you know, there's only so much that I'm going to be able to do with my limited resources and computer. So, we're trying here, I promise. I don't know what graphics card my motherboard supports. That and the fact I really don't want to build another... I don't really want to build a computer. I really don't. I don't have the money for that. Top 5 are still on the lead lap. Krishan Elliott is now 5 seconds behind and gaining. David Justin, about 13. Tanner Ensign, 19. Scott Rush in 5th at 20 and a half. Still slowly gaining in. 7 laps to go here at Texas. Through turns 1 and 2. Jump down to Krishan Elliott now in second place. He's just coming through turns 1 and 2. 68 and... I'm not... What? That's the 6 and the 68. Duking it out down the backstretch. He's starting to catch their draft now, trying to get by them. 4 seconds and gaining now. Trying to keep that car clean through turn 4, which has been getting a little bit of everybody out there tonight. These cars do get very loose off of corner exit. Hitting that outside wall is more of a ritual than it is something to try to avoid. It's going to happen. We all know it's just going to happen. You're going to hit the outside wall off of 4, or you're going to run into the quad oval. 5 laps to go here at Texas Motor Speedway with the fearless final 5. Krishan down to 3.5 seconds. Slowly and steadily gaining. 00. Jacob Schoffett trying to run away. He has not pitted in a good long while. Not sure if he's going to even remotely think about it. 4 laps to go. Will he be able to hold off Krishan Elliott for at least second place? Will he manage to win this race with whatever that race car has left? You can see the lap car of Wayne Isbell starting to creep in on your screens. Off of turn 4. All the way down to the grass. 3 laps to go. We have a caution now. It will go to overtime. Through turns 1 and 2 again. Trying to just ease that car around the racetrack all the way up to the wall. 6 and the 68 starting to appear on your screens. That means Krishan Elliott is right there with them, just behind. 3 seconds officially under now. 2.9, 2.8 in gaining. 2 laps to go. Will Jacob Schoffett have enough left to get around 1.5 more times? And if he does, we'll be Will he be able to hold off Krishan Elliott if Krishan can get past the 6 and the 68 through turns 3 and 4, all the way down to the white line? White flag is out here at Texas Motor Speedway, coming back no matter what. Jacob Schaffet, after a moderately quiet race here at Texas, with one pretty big accident with the number 3 of Trey Smith, getting wiped out by the 72 of Jerome Cooper, I believe. Through turns 3 and 4, Krishan Elliott will not have what it takes to beat out Jacob Schaffet here tonight at Texas. Jacob Schaffet, your race winner here with the Wild West Racing Lead Redline Radio Cup Series. Let's see if we can get him up into the booth. Jacob Schaffet, this is Pat Wilkinson up at the booth. Do you got me?
Yeah, I got you.
Jacob, congratulations on another fantastic race win here at the Lone Star State's Texas Motor Speedway. How'd you do it?
Man, a lot of clutching and a lot of faith that no one would bring the caution out on that last run. Was able to stretch. I still got a lap left, so I could win another lap and a half, but yeah, it was a lot of fuel saving.
We were watching that. I was amazed you were able to make it that far, and with how little tire I assume you had left at that point, because Texas chews up these tires. Regardless, congratulations on a fantastic win here at Texas Motor Speedway. Is there anything you'd like to say?
Yeah, I want to give a shout out to Puffy's Swag Shop for all your merch. I'd also like to give a shout out to Fearless Motorsports and my teammates. I also want to give a shout out to you there at Fearless Broadcasting and the Fearless Setup Shop.
Well, we appreciate all of that, and hopefully the viewers at home don't mind the stop motion picture we had at the beginning of the stream, because apparently my settings were wrong and they decided not to work. But at least we saved the last two-thirds of the race, so we're good.
Yeah, and heck, I still had let's see. Yeah, I still had 2 sets of tires left. And I only took tires at lap 14 at that first caution. And, I mean, it wasn't handling bad, but I was going at such a slow pace on that last run, it wasn't wearing it out at all.
Well, once again, regardless, congratulations on a fantastic win, and we hope to see more of you next week.
Thank you.
Let's get Krishan Elliott in the 91 up in here. Krishan Elliott, this is Pat Wilkinson up in the booth. Do you got me?
Yes, sir.
Krishan, you were so close at the end there to getting back by the 00 of Jacob Schaffet. He just had you in terms of overall strategy out there tonight. What do you think you could have done differently from your point of view to get the race win?
Well, from the start of that final restart, I knew if I could save 5 laps of fuel, I could make it to the end. But once we got like 10 laps into the run, I'm like, there's no way it's possible. Like, I'm not going to be able to do it. I pit with like, I think it was 20 to go. I saw him on my relative and I'm like, oh my gosh, he might actually make it. And yeah, he did it. Great win by him.
Couldn't agree with that sentiment more, as we were just talking to him. Is there anything else you'd like to bring up from your point of view of the race? You were up in front for the majority of it.
Yeah, I mean, I had to get my racing legs at the beginning. Starting P4, the dirty air was a lot more than I thought it was going to be. So it felt weird shifting back and then come back to the front. And then, clean pit stops got me the lead and tried my best not to speed during those green flag stops. I think I was pretty close, but yeah, I'm glad that all worked out, and unfortunate for Trey with what happened at the beginning of the race. But good points day, and looking forward to, I think we're at Nashville next week.
Yep, we are. and couldn't be more excited about that, as it is the last race of the first round of the playoffs. So we wish you best of luck for that next week, and hope to see more of you up in the booth. How does that sound?
That would be great.
All right. Well, we appreciate your time. Thank you for coming out once again, and we'll be back tomorrow night with the Truck Series. Hope to see more of you then.
Sounds good. I'll be there.
That was your second place finisher, Krishan Elliott. Let's get David Justin in here from third place. David Justin, this is Pat Wilkinson up in the booth. Do you got me?
What's going on, Pat?
David, congratulations on your third place finish here at Texas Motor Speedway. What do you think kind of happened? Why do you think you were so far off of the pace compared to Krishan and Jacob there towards the end? You were 9.25 seconds behind first place. So,
I should have went in and pitted when they pitted, and I also should have not used my tires up too much. My teammate Jacob, he had 2 sets left. I should have stayed out and shouldn't have went in. I had plenty of tire left. But I mean, all in all, as long as I'm able to be in the top 3, you know, we're going for points right now. So I'm just trying to stay away from all the wrecks where I don't get taken out and put in the back. Because we still got a lot of racing left, a lot of playoffs left. So, yeah, that's about it.
well, we appreciate you joining us up in the booth. Thank you once again for racing once again with the Fearless Broadcasting team and the Fearless Motorsports team. Is there anything you'd like to add before we sign off?
Yeah, I want to thank my Heavenly Father in heaven. And I want to thank Fearless and also you for putting all this together and not having any problems tonight, I guess.
Well,
you never know what's going to happen.
well. we missed the first 20 laps or so because apparently the stream went stop motion, and I didn't realize it. So we managed to save it, so we're good.
Yeah, and you know, my boys at home, my brother Dylan and my buddy Zach, he's getting in a wedding today, and so and all my other families that are back at home, and also want to pray for, you know, I hope that all the people in Israel and Iran, all the good people are getting through all this with the war and all that, and you know, you got to be able to go against evil. So hopefully everything goes good over there.
Couldn't agree with you more. Not trying to get into the politics of that here, of course.
Right.
Because what do we know? We're just silly people on the internet playing a video game. For the sake of the broadcast and for the joke. All right. Well, thank you, David, for joining us up in the booth, and hope to see more of you next week.
All right, Pat. See you, buddy.
That was your third place finisher, David Justin. Well, folks, you've spent another perfectly good hour here with those of us at Fearless Broadcasting. We hope you've enjoyed the first of 2 broadcasts tonight. We will be going live in about 30 minutes or so, if I remember correctly. But for now, this has been the Wild West Racing League, brought to you by WIO Outlaw Custom Diecast, the Stand for Wit Foundation, the primary sponsor of the Next Gen Cup Series, Red Lion Radio, and Raiders Wasteland. Raiders Wasteland is the premier DayZ experience on Xbox. Veteran owned and operated, Raiders Wasteland offers something for every gamer looking to survive the zombie apocalypse. Weekly events include PvE and PvP options for players, and multiple different maps to enjoy. Join the Discord today at Raider PvE, RAIDER PvE. Fearless Broadcasting, of course, brought to you by the Fearless Setup Shop, Goose's Rattle Can Shop, Puffy's Swag Shop for all the favorite merch of your favorite drivers, and by me here at Rock Bottom Racing. Well, folks, it's been another fantastic night here with the Wild West Racing League. We thank you all for joining, and until next time, goodbye, farewell, and amen.
This isn't just another sim race, this isn't just another online league, and this isn't just another trophy on a shelf. This is the Charity Cup Series.
Drivers choose the charity. Talent chooses the winner. The culture is strong, but the competition is stronger. Most events focus on just one cause, not here. Each driver selects a charity to race for, leaving dozens of causes in contention as drivers fight for a place in the top 5.
Think you've got what it takes to join the Charity Cup Series? Find a cause you believe in and buckle up. This is more than your everyday sim racing experience. This is the Charity Cup Series.
This isn't just another sim.
Real quick, you both stop the real quick cut. Double check the steering wheel.
Gentlemen, start your engines.
Nice and smooth. Let's get it all done all day long. Got a good feeling about today, guys.
Donnie Kite's gonna get through it all and score his first career win in the Saturday Night Racing League Cup Series. What a finish! Too little, too late from behind, and Sebastian Marin, your first repeat top split winner of the qualifying series.
He knew it was just a matter of time. Hunter Sr. is victorious.
Josh Adams taking the win at Iowa.
Juicy Spider Motorsports takes home the 1, 2, 3 finish.
Real quick, you both stop the real quick cut. Double check the steering wheel.
Gentlemen, start your engines.
Nice and smooth. Let's get it all done all day long. Got a good feeling about today, guys.
Donnie Kite's gonna get through it all and score his first career win in the Saturday Night Racing League Cup Series. What a finish! Too little, too late from behind, and Sebastian Marin, your first repeat top split winner of the qualifying series.
He knew it was just a matter of time. Hunter Sr. is victorious.
Josh Adams taking the win at Iowa.
Juicy Spider Motorsports takes home the 1, 2, 3 finish.